Michael usually gives me a little nod. Hi! Hello, welcome to Friday Nights with Emma. Welcome, let everybody join for a minute or two. We have a new camera person tonight, well, new old camera person tonight. Kaylee is on camera. Say hi, Kaylee.
Hi, I'm the original camera person.
You are the original camera person.
Oh, do we got someone?
Yeah, you should be able to see people's comments and yeah, give us a little thumbs up, a little heart, let us know you're there, or say hi to Kaylee. Mikey is in the building, but Kaylee is camera person for tonight.
Susan McGurry says even all. Probably evening all.
Hi, Susan. I have the Sauvignon tonight.
Sarah says, hi, ladies.
Hi, Sarah.
Beverly says, good evening.
Hi, Beverly.
Diamond McFarlane.
Oh, hi, Shirley.
Evening all. Kate writing.
Hi, Kate.
Mandy Smith.
Hi, Mandy.
Yeah, in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We have 11. Oh, I think Nanny's on.
Oh,
I can
hi,
see
Nanny.
I can see her little icon.
Hi, Mum. Yeah, we'll see Mum tomorrow. So what I thought I'd do tonight is just going to be a relatively brief one, but I don't know if you guys are as excited about the sewing bee as I am. It's starting again next week, yay! And it always makes me want to start sewing clothes. Usually whatever they're sewing, I'm like, ooh, I really want to do that. So I've kind of sort of gotten ahead of myself. And while I was away, this is what I got from Joann's. So I got a couple of patterns. So I'm going to try this one, which I really liked because it's kind of a patchwork dress. I'm going to do the dress rather than the tunic.
We have a few more.
Oh, hi.
Lorna says hi.
Hi,
Lorna, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Terry Thomas.
Oh, hi, Terry.
Nanny. Karen Hughes.
Hi, Karen.
Karen Hughes says hi, Kaylee. Been to maybe Exeter quilt show today.
Oh,
got some lovely goodies.
Nice.
Margaret,
Nice.
Dawn.
Oh, hi, Margaret. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, it's nice that the
Diana.
quilt shows are starting up again.
Lynn Woods.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Lynn.
Oh. And Christine Hicks. Yep.
Oh, hi, Christine.
Good evening from Glasgow.
Hopefully you had nice weather. We had a very sunny day here today, but it was very cold.
Last one, Julie Archer.
Oh, hi, Julie.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what I'm going to attempt. And no sewing tonight, because all I've done so far is prep the pattern. So I don't have to cut the pattern. I have traced it and cut it all out, and I've included all my markings so that I can use, there's how many different, let's see, how many different sizes in here. I think it's 3. I know it says somewhere. 8, 10, 14. Oh, so there's 5 different sizes in here. So it should fit everybody from me to Mum. Me from Kaylee to Mum. Kaylee, me and Mum. So we're going to have a go at that. It's a bit of origami because there's a lot of pieces in here. So it's patchwork, which I think will be fun, but there's a lot of facings. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it will all come together well. The fabrics that I'm going to use, and I haven't decided which position I'm going to put them in yet. I think I had an idea, but then I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think. So this is the one I'm making, and it's got 3 different colours. You might not be able to see it so much. So you've got one on here, one here, which is the same as one down here, and then you've got one down the middle. So you've got 3 different colours, and I am going to do my first one in these lovely Japanese. There we go. So I've got the teal clamshells.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I've got the navy dragonfly. And I've got the navy geometric.
Also, hi to Georgie York.
Oh, hi,
First
Georgie.
time catching one of your lives.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
Paula Heath.
Oh, hi, Paul.
Diamond McFarland says, I must have missed the finished coat.
It's a running joke, Kaylee.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I won't.
They'll also bring up Star Trek pajamas, which is also a running joke.
Ann Minter says, evening, have been looking everywhere for Americana thread and saw it in Joanne's fabric
Yeah.
on your video. Do you know of a UK stockist?
I think it's a brand that's specific for Joanne's. However, I can tell you, because I have used that, although that is it's nice because it's the price cheaper version. I have quilted a lot of quilts with that thread, and it's nice and strong quilting thread. It's really nice. I would say the equivalent for strength, although it is a little bit more expensive, is the Coach and Clark hand quilting thread. That thread it's almost exactly the same, only we have to pay a little bit more because it's a brand name. But the Americana, I think it's just a Joanne's brand, because they do a lot. I mean, obviously they've got shops, it's a chain, they've got shops all over America. So they have things that are specific to them. And I think the Americana, I think, is one of those.
Oh, they're saying I can't really hear you.
Oh.
Is my hand over something?
You might be. I don't know how I don't know. I don't know how Mikey usually holds it.
Well, I think the microphones are at the bottom.
Okay. So it might be. Is that better?
Ann Bentley says I can't really hear you as well.
Oh.
Julie Archer says lovely fabrics.
Oh, thank you.
Margaret Lingworth says clamshells seem to be very popular at the moment. I love them.
I like it, yeah.
Dawn says, hey, lovely lady, glad you're all back safe.
Oh, yes, thanks.
Christine Hicks says the sound is okay now.
Oh,
it's
okay,
fine
good.
now.
Okay, so Kaylee just moved her finger. I think she was blocking something.
Sorry.
Yeah. We don't have the master of camera with the smooth voice.
I'm just a little rusty.
I know. So these fabrics, I have them in the shop online. But I was thinking, so originally I was thinking, so I put this up here so you can see. The navy
I only have one more.
dragonflies. Oh, you can hear Mikey, he's playing video games. I was thinking navy dragonflies here, and I was thinking teal here, and then the geometric down the middle. But my quandary is this. The geometric, if you hold them up against them, is quite a bit paler. And I do wonder about having a very pale fabric straight across the middle, if you know what I mean. So I'm wondering about doing the navy down the middle, as it might have a more slimming effect, and doing so it would be like this. So teal, geometric, and then navy. What do you think, Kaylee?
I think that looks good, but I think a gradient always looks nice. That's also hello to Ellen, Catherine, and Margaret says get Link on directing and producing.
Oh.
He's a pro in the sewing room.
Yeah, he's on the couch at the minute. He's checking out the front garden.
He did my sound checks. I actually think this was on him.
Yeah.
He said it was fine.
Yeah, we can blame Link for that.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that's what I'm going to be making, hopefully. And hopefully I'll have so I won't be on next Friday because I'm off again. We are going with the family, not Kaylee, but with the family and Mum to Madeira for Mum's 70th. So next Friday we will be basically heading down to Heathrow. But the Friday afterwards, we might very well do a live stream from Madeira. So we'll see. There may or may not be any sewing involved. I don't know. But you might get a nice glimpse of Madeira. And hopefully the weather's nice. So that's my fabrics. And I've actually got way more. I actually picked up way more than I need. You only need, I think, about 1.25 meters, 1.5 meters of each. Even of the 45 inch wide. So, what I was also going to show, so for anybody who hasn't done one of these patterns, this is basically how I started making clothes. Actually, I did this before I even started quilting. From Joanne's, literally just buying a paper pattern and going through the instructions because they are surprisingly thorough. And there's lots of nice diagrams and pictures. So just tell you all the pieces. You just got to be careful. You do have to read them carefully. I will be reading them after this, before I even start cutting. Well, maybe not before I start cutting. I tell a lie. Because it does tell you all your cutting diagrams here. So, it tells you how to lay out your fabric. So it tells you where the selvages are and where to lay your pieces in relation to the selvages. You don't have to follow that exactly, but if you do lay it out like that, it will ensure that you will get all the pieces that you need in the right direction from the amount of fabric that you have.
Elaine White says she would like it with short sleeves.
Oh, yeah. The tunic, I think you can shorten the sleeves. I don't think you can add sleeves to the dress. The dress is only sleeveless, although you may be able to hack it. Maybe you can hack the tunic. That's the tunic. Maybe you can hack the tunic a little bit longer and shorten the sleeves, because it is a very, very similar pattern. Yeah, I think having the tunic longer. I wasn't sure about this little bit here. It seems to come out at a funny angle, but we'll see. And then I'm hoping once this is done, I've got some really lovely, out of this fabric, I've got some really lovely shirting fabric that I want to try my hand at as well with this one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so just tell you all the bits. So if you've never sewn before, which I hadn't when I first started, how many years ago? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, okay. It's a little bit longer than that. Because I made you baby clothes. That was how I first started sewing, was making Kaylee baby clothes.
We can't read anything on that.
Oh, that's okay.
We're just obscuring your pretty face.
Aw, thank you. But yeah, so I can show you this bit at least, which is all the diagram for making it. I'd say the more time-consuming part is this part, to get the pattern actually drawn out and traced, and then all the fabric cut as well. So it is important that you mark all of the dots and dashes and triangles, because that and the notches, because that is how you're going to line it all up together. Make sure it all fits right. And then your bust darts. That's the only dart, I think. It's a pullover dress, which is perfect. So there's no zips, and it has pockets. It already has pockets in it. So win-win. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes next week, and I'm probably going to be laying this out on the floor and cutting it out with a rotary cutter rather than scissors. Yeah.
Elaine White says, is it cut on the bias?
I don't, that's a good question. So this part is definitely not, because this is the grain line. I think some of the parts may or may not be. So this is, this is going to be like this. So this is the centre, that is part of the skirt. I don't think it is. I don't think it is cut on the bias. Some of them are. The main parts don't look like it, but we have quite a few facings which will be on the slight bias to ease it in.
Catherine Irving says, I love a Vogue pattern. Used to use them back in the day, but I don't think it could have been that back in the day. You look very young. Judith Fielden says, what is the paper you're using for the pattern, please?
Oh, so it is proper pattern tracing paper. So it comes in a roll. I can just grab it for you. Momentito. Let me bring it right back. Well, I did have it. Oh, look, it's right here.
It was right in front of us.
It was already right here. So it comes on a roll. I think I got this from Amazon. It comes on a roll. It's not very wide, as you can see. But some of your pieces, depending on the size of them, you can get whole. Some of them, as you can see here, I've had to paste together. So I just used a Pritt stick to stick those two pieces of paper together. So I stuck the tracing paper together first to make sure it's big enough to cover my whole pattern piece, and then I traced it out once it was stuck together. So make up the piece of paper to be big enough for your piece first and then trace it out and cut it out. Yeah, so I've got 3 joins on it altogether. Or what you can also use is baking paper. So I do have a roll somewhere. I couldn't find it, which I shouldn't be hard because it is huge. So Michael bought an industrial size roll of baking paper, again off Amazon. I think he said he only paid like £5 for it, and it has lasted quite a long time. And you can use that as well. You may have to do some joins on it as well, but it is wider than this, so you may not need to do as many joins. But yeah, doing that means that you save your... Oh, I've got a hole in there. You save your pattern. Plus, I like the stiffness of this paper. It's not as flimsy as the tissue paper, so when you come to cut it out, it tends to lay flatter and nicer. And what I'll do is when I lay my fabric out, I'll lay my fabric out first, lay my pattern out, and then I literally just put tins on top or some sort of weight on top of the pattern to hold it in place, and then I use my rotary cutter to cut all around the edge. And don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. If you're familiar with a rotary cutter and you're used to using one, if you just go slow, it just kind of becomes second nature. But you may want to try it on a small bit first. But that makes it really easy. Then you know that it is exactly accurate, and you don't have, like with scissors, sometimes when you lift the fabric, it shifts a little bit. You don't have to worry about that. And then the other thing, which I have done already, is because this is cotton fabric and it will shrink, I've washed it already. I've washed it and I pressed it before I even cut it, to make sure that all that shrink is gone before I actually make my dress. Because if you use it brand new and you make your dress to fit, when you wash it the first time, it may shrink and it may not fit anymore, which would be heartbreaking. So always make sure you pre-wash your fabric for dressmaking, especially if it's cotton or linen or something that is going to shrink in the wash afterwards. So you want to make sure you shrink it first.
Barbara Freeman says hi. Hi, Emma and Mikey.
Hi,
nice to have you back.
It's not Mikey. Twist.
I know.
It's Kaylee. Yeah, Kaylee's here today. So the original camera person is with us tonight. Yeah, so Kaylee and Habu are visiting for the weekend, which is nice. Kaylee's birthday. It's Kaylee's birthday.
It is.
It is Kaylee's birthday. Kaylee's birthday weekend. So yeah, so that was all I was going to show you today. I'm afraid no sewing, no cutting, no 2 fun times. But we'll see. I'm hoping I can get this made for my holiday, in time for my holiday, to take away with me. And hopefully it will fit nice. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So maybe not next Friday, but the Friday afterwards, if it's warm enough, I may do my live stream wearing it. We'll see.
Thank you for all the happy birthday messages.
Aww. Thank you. Yeah. I gotta make your cake tomorrow.
Thank you, Karen.
So yeah, that's it. That's a quick and hi and bye. Look out for the sewing bee next week. I'm excited. Although I probably won't be watching it live. Actually, I won't be watching it live because I don't stay up that late. So I will be watching it the next day and trying to avoid any spoilers. Yeah, because we'll put it on record and then watch it afterwards. So yeah. So thank you for joining. Sorry it was short and sweet tonight. Have a good weekend, everybody. And I won't see you next Friday, but we'll probably most likely see you Friday afterwards in Madeira.
Catherine wants to know when are you back on Sewing Street?
Oh, good question. It is the middle of May. I want to say the 16th, but I think it was the 16th in April, wasn't it? It is middle of May. I'm 99% sure at least one of the shows will be Jubilee related. It'll be the Queen's Head quilt that we did for the Queen's birthday last year, but still relevant because it's the Queen's Jubilee this year. So I'm excited for that one. But I don't know what the second show is yet. So it'll be the middle of May when I get back. But I will keep you posted. Yeah, I'll probably post some sneak peeks as and when things get made next week and afterwards when I get back. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Have a good Friday evening and a good weekend. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Some of the